Hello, my friends. This is William here at Allegory Gallery. Left my juice over there. And I'm here at Star Cottage Studio today. Andrew is not going to be able to join us, I don't think. Whether he pops in at the end, we'll see how long this goes. But Andrew is not able to join us. He has another online meeting that he has to do. And yeah, I hope you're all doing well out there. I shaved today and I feel it's weird to see myself shaven. So I hope you're all doing well. It's been a crazy, is it Monday? Is it Monday? It's Monday. It was a crazy weekend. I don't even know what all happened. We had our Meet the Merchants event. And I bit my tongue. So if I am lisping a little or something, that's why. I really bit the side of my tongue. It hurts. So we had the Meet the Merchants event at the store on Saturday, and although the rain did take away some of our people, I'm sure, we still had a number of people that came in and had wonderful food from, we had Roman's Pizzeria there, we had Simply Good Catering there, we had barbecue pork sandwiches from our friends at Cecilia's. They had someone come in and bring that, and it was delicious. The parts I could eat anyway. I couldn't try the pulled pork. I really wanted to, but didn't do that. But the pizza was great, and the charcuterie board and plate, beautiful. If you don't know Simply Good Catering here in Ligonier, if you are local to the area and you're looking for someone to do great charcuterie plates or event boards, meat, cheese, veggies, she does amazing work. And if you need pizza, Roman's Pizza, they're right downtown. All different kinds of pizza. We love their pizza. They're one of our go-tos when we are ordering pizza. So much. That was fun. It was a lot of fun. We got to see some people we haven't seen for a while. Some of the other merchants came over and hung out with us a little bit. Like I said, we had big tents. Bev at Sensational Candles and Tom, her husband, they put up these beautiful big tents with sides on them and windows so that if it did rain, people could go under the tent and still hang out with each other. And so that was awesome. We had our back room open, which has much more room now, so in case anybody needed to bring their stuff in, they could have done that too. So thank you if you came and visited us for our Meet the Merchants. We'll probably be doing it again next year. It's become an annual thing here. This is our second one. I was able to get to this one. We missed our own event last year because we had COVID. So it was during this time that we had COVID last year. So all good, knock on wood, this year. Let's see who's with me here today. Anne is with me. Hello, Anne. I have Facebook user. I don't know who you are. So you might have to go to streamyard.com/Facebook, and that'll help you re-authenticate. And so I can see who you are. Marianne is here with us. Hello, Marianne. Jane says, hello from cool Kansas City. Finally, cool Kansas City, right? So you're cooling down. We got less humid today, which was a good thing. But it was a little bit warm, but it wasn't too bad. We were inside most of the day doing things. So I took the cats out for a little backyard time earlier, but they didn't get a lot of time because I had to run here to get things prepared. Norma is with us. Hello, Norma. Thanks for tuning in. Suzanne is here. Said, sorry I'm late. Had to watch an ad. Had to watch an ad. That's okay. That's okay. Watch those ads, please. It gives us a little bit of kickback money. But you are not too late. We just got started a few minutes ago. Cindy is with us. Hello, Cindy. I did get your email, Cindy. I'm waiting for, I have to talk to Jen about different dates. I know she is not available the first week of October, which is, I think, one of the dates you may have sent me. And we've already publicized we're going to have open classes on the 26th. I think is the day, if I remember right. So you're welcome to come in for those open classes and bring everybody. But if you want a private class, we're going to have to look at a different date, I think. So that's the deal there. From what I understand, I have to verify that to make sure with Jen that she is going to be gone. Let's see. Sandra is with us. Hello, Sandra. Thank you for joining in. Let's see. Oh, Lennis is here. Hello, Lennis. I hope you're doing okay. I hope all is well down there. Hannah is with us. Hello, Hannah. Thanks for joining in. Good to see you here. Susanna says, got a large part of my AG order today. Love it. Good. I'm glad you got it. Barb has been pushing things out. Barb will be pushing out a lot of the invoiced things very soon. I confused her a little bit because we are using this, the things that are being shown here are also going into the D stash, but they're getting renumbered for the D stash. So I didn't make it up here today to talk with her about all that. So on Wednesday, most likely, I will be talking with her about how I did the spreadsheets and why there are the same different numbers in the same package. She isn't able to always watch these videos. And even if she did, what I did behind the scenes makes sense in my brain because it was the easiest way to get you, get everything sorted and all that. But it doesn't maybe make sense if you're not aware, if you didn't come up with the system. So I have to spend some time with her. So that's why some of the things from these lives in your square orders may be a little bit delayed, but they'll be going out very soon. Once I show her what's going on, I'm sure she'll catch on really quick and be able to get that stuff out for you all. Linda says the baby's got neutered today, so we're trying to be calm over here. That's good. Got to keep everything calm. Our girls have to go for their procedure soon too. We're going to try and do one at a time so we don't overwhelm ourselves with 3 wound up little babies. Andrew, oh, there's Andrew. He is here for a little bit. He has his meeting starting soon. But he said Square was also down for a day. Yeah, Square was down for like a day and a half or 2 days. They went down around 2 p.m. or 2:30 p.m. here Eastern time on some day, I can't remember, some day last week. And it didn't come back until the next day or the day after. I think they came back the next day, but some things weren't all back yet. The register was working. We couldn't check people out at the store. So that was a big deal. And so the register was down at the store. And if you were trying to pay your invoice during that time, if you had errors and you didn't understand why, that's why. Square was down for the entire world. Everybody who used Square, they had issues. So yeah, a little bit crazy, And did you all see Jen's Saturday morning tutorial? That was a good one. I hope you saw it. You know, sometimes these tutorials are to show you a specific thing. Sometimes they're just to give you inspiration. So there aren't always things to purchase from them, like the Larimar chips that Jen used this time. We might have some around. I feel like I've just seen some recently. But like I said, sometimes we just do these for you just to give you some inspiration, and maybe you can riff off of that and, you know, kind of come up with your own things. Marianne says, I could pay on my phone, but I couldn't on my laptop. Could be, I don't know. Maybe you just squeezed in at the right time. But yeah, I could not log into our account. I could not ring up people on our iPad register. And I couldn't even send invoices at one point. So, because I couldn't get into the account. I couldn't add product. I couldn't, you know, look up anything. It was really a bad outage. Okay. Cindy watched it. Yes, and I loved it. Good. Hello, Janice. Thanks for tuning in. And says, I love that Saturday tutorial, and it could easily be adapted to things in our own stash. Yeah, that's the thing. We're trying, you know, it's difficult to come up with a project every single week. And something that, because Jen's trying to be coming up with projects that you can easily, you know, find the stuff for, or things that you can make from scratch with wire. But it's hard to do that all the time. So just know that going forward, these tutorials can be just for inspiration. Like she's going to give you a design idea and you can riff off of that. So yes, we know not everyone's going to have the Larimar chips. Not everyone's going to have the same seed beads that she used. We don't even in the description give you all of the color names and things for the seed beads that she used in something like this, because it really is your prerogative to change it and use whatever you have and whatever you feel will work with your design. So I'm glad you liked it. Marion said Jen's tutorial was great as usual. Thank you. Norma says the comment on the video about the Larimar was kind of rude. I didn't see that yet. I haven't looked at the comments, so I'll have to take a look at that. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'll have to see. I don't know what was said. Those comments sometimes come to my email and I see them, and sometimes not. I try to go in. Usually when I'm in the store, and I wasn't in the store today, usually when I'm in the store, I go through all the comments for the YouTube videos and try to answer everybody. So I don't know what was said. I'll have to check that out. And maybe get rid of somebody. I don't know. We'll see. We can do that, right? Bring down the ban hammer. Bam. So today, Andrew wasn't able to make it. He's here probably maybe still in the comments, but he has a meeting. So I came through the cottage and I gathered, I have 25 lots of things that are $25 or less. So 25 lots of $25 or less stuff. Fun things, I hope. I mixed and matched some things. I tried to color coordinate, or some of these may have gemstones, some may have Czech glass, some may have vintage glass, some may have ceramic, some may have vintage plastic or resin. You never know. I just put a bunch of stuff together. Andrew says, I'm nervous. I wasn't there to supervise. I know. You should be nervous, Andrew. No, it's okay. I didn't take too much. So I hope you like these. Everything from last week has not gone into the D-stash yet. I finally got pictures of them all, finally taken yesterday. I finished up the pictures. So we'll be dropping, either Andrew or I will be dropping those into the D-stash. Anything from the previous D-stash, although the photos I think are still there unless Andrew had a chance to clear them out today. Those are not up for grabs anymore. They are gone. Can't claim anymore. But we will be clearing those out and adding new pictures, most likely tonight. Because I got the pictures taken finally. So we'll get those up. And so we'll kind of be running maybe a week behind on when we show you stuff to when it gets in the D-stash. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, we have a D-stash group on Facebook. Some people we know don't like to purchase from videos. They'd rather claim on lots that are photos in the group. So we're doing it both ways. We're showing them here first. So anybody who watches these and claims from these videos gets first dibs at everything. But whatever doesn't sell here within a day or two, we're only giving you about a day or two, is what we were doing. It pops over to the D-stash group. But we might give you that kind of whole week because we're just doing last week's lots that are going to be starting today in the D-stash. So you might have a little bit more time to buy in between unless we rush through. We'll see. We'll see what it's going to do. But hopefully you enjoy that. Marianne says, I agree the comment was kind of snarky. I totally missed that. I had just looked at the comments. I guess I didn't look at them this weekend. Although I think I did. I looked at a few, but it must not have happened yet because I looked at them right after it debuted, a little bit after it debuted. So I missed that comment so far. Andrew says, I didn't post anything so that Barb could talk with you. Andrew says, I think I might add special lots to the Andrew Thornton Project D-stash. Yeah, so maybe add extra special, some extra ones in between all the other ones. So there may be things that don't get shown in the live that are going to be in the D-stash group. So if you are a customer of ours, a supporter of ours, a friend of ours that has been with us for a good amount of time, you can look up Andrew Thornton Project D-stash, just as Andrew put it there. Andrew Thornton Project D-stash on Facebook, and you can request to join. Again, This group is kind of a select group. We don't want it to be full of people we don't know. So it's kind of, we're limiting it to people we know well, or we have done business with for a while. And unless it's somebody that asked to join and it's somebody that we know from the bead world, somebody, you know, like that. We want to keep it good and nice. We've had issues with some groups selling before, and we don't want it to turn into that again. So yeah. So how are you all doing? What have you been up to? I have Andrew's new ACEO card here. I'll show you the front when we flip the camera around. I think this is my favorite one yet. So the new ACEO card for September is going to be coming out soon. I didn't get a picture of this yet because I was busy putting lots together, but I will get a picture of this, and that'll go on the website very soon once I know how many of these Andrew has. Because he's not making a ton of these. So Anne says, exciting. I love the ACEO cards. Me too. Me too. And this one, oh, it just looks so good, y'all. Wait till you see it. It looks so good. Again, if I'm slightly lisping or something, my tongue feels, I bit my tongue. So sorry if I sound funny. I'm trying to talk with this side of my mouth only. My tongue's a little bit swollen in there right now. I don't know if I did it at night or what happened, but it hurts. So, hello, Susan. Thank you for joining us. How are you? How's everybody? Let me know what you did. What'd you do over the weekend? I kind of recapped what we did over a large chunk of this weekend. We took a little bit of downtime yesterday. Andrew and I went for a walk together, which was nice in the evening, a walk around town. And that was kind of nice. We haven't done our walks in a while. I go running and Andrew sometimes walks by himself, but we don't usually get to walk together. So it was nice just to take a walk around town together. And you know, we did some moving and some organizing and some of that stuff too, but nothing incredibly exciting. I don't think, unless I'm forgetting something. My brain is mush right now. Between stuff here and the things that I have to do for my other job and keeping track of everything, I am doing a lot of sell flyers and social media things. Mostly sell stuff and announcements and things like that, because I work remotely, my boss there generally gives me a number of things to do so that I can work on them throughout the week, but they're all timed. So I have to keep in my brain when this has to happen. And a lot of things are not automatic there. Like we change prices when things go on sale, you have to add the sell price to our online database. But you can't set that up in advance to activate, you know, when you want it to. Like right now, I can make a sale on our website and I can set the dates of when those prices are going to take effect, or that sale discount will take effect. We can't do that there. So every night when we have a sale the next day, pretty much sometime after midnight, usually right before I go to bed, which is 2 to 4 in the morning, I change the prices so that they don't go on sale too early. It's a little bit before the email newsletter goes out, but so it's like it's keeping track of that stuff in my brain. And the one day I forgot because I use reminders oftentimes, but for my other job, I have an entirely separate account on my computer that I sign into so that all my apps and all my documents and just stuff for that job is shown on that user account. And I accidentally put the reminders in that account, and that doesn't remind me anywhere but if I'm signed into there. So I tried to help myself and ended up hurting myself. So now I'm trying to keep everything in my brain. Andrew says, I went to an artist talk at Contemporary Craft on Saturday. Yeah, Andrew got to go to an artist talk. And I think he had an enjoyable time. I think the talk and the show that's up at Contemporary Craft has to do, and Andrew can correct me if I'm wrong, but has to do with sustainability and ecological, you know, how we look at the world and how we look at nature and what we use and the materials we use for crafting. So it sounds exciting, and I mean, very interesting. So I hope to get up and see it myself too. Andrew says, who knew town would be a poppin' at 10 p.m. on a Sunday? I know, we went around 10 p.m. on Sunday for our walk, and there were people out and people saying hi to us and stopping us and chatting. And that was, you know, we usually try and go out a little bit later, Andrew especially, because Andrew doesn't get seen in town very often. People see me and I can just say, hi, I've seen you just before. Andrew doesn't get seen very often because he doesn't go out too much, like at the store and stuff. So people like to stop him when he's around. So he usually goes later at night and goes walking, so that he can just focus on, you know, kind of clearing his brain a little bit probably. But we went out together and there were people all over. Sunday night, the bars were open, people were out, people were driving around, some people were playing Pokemon like he was. So it's you know. Marianne says, I watched a lot of YouTube lives. Nice. That's awesome. And good to see the YouTube lives being watched. Lena says, I got a tattoo. Today I went to Peach Orchard and they were sold out, so I could only get apples. Ah. What kind of tattoo? What tattoo did you get? I don't know if you shared it. I don't think I saw it. I haven't been on Facebook for any length of time lately. I jump in and out here and there sometimes to post something, but I have not actually sat down and looked at, you know, my timeline in a while. So if you posted, I'm sorry I didn't see it. But only getting apples. Apples are good this time of year though. Andrew got some apples from the Amish farm stand the other day, and they were gigantic and delicious. Like you could tell they were the apples that you pressed for cider. Like they tasted just like apple cider. So good. Let's see here. Susan did several loads of laundry, dusted the whole house, and made a post of newer things I have made. Nice. Productive. I guess we might have visitors at the house this week, so we've got to do a lot of that too at some point, and find a place for the kittens so that they're not taking up most of the bathroom most of the time. Because we need to have an open bathroom, easier to access for guests. Let's see here. Oops. Boy, I'm missing a lot of comments here. Susan says, in other words, I'm boring, which is okay. It's all right. Sometimes it's good to have low-key, boring times. You can't always be exciting or you drain yourself too much. Hello, Harry. Thanks for joining us today. So you've been doing some cleaning too, Harry. I did see that just before Harry's post popped up. He cleaned out his ceramics area, which was good to see. Marianne says, I have my mother's diary. She did a lot of laundry, including ironing. That's interesting. My family's not big on keeping diaries or journals, and I kind of wish they did. My grandmother, the closest thing she did to it was in a calendar every day. She would usually write what the weather was and maybe something she did or what happened. And I do have those calendars, and it's been hard for me to look through them, but I'm getting to the point where I think it's going to be okay. I can maybe handle looking through them without breaking down too much. So I'm really interested in seeing them and going through those too. Andrew says climate change awareness. So there you go. Climate change awareness is what the talk and the show is about. Let's see here. Andrew said, I only saw it wrapped up. Is that the tattoo? Suzanne says tattoos are great. Getting one on Wednesday. What are you getting on Wednesday, Suzanne? I'm wondering. Didn't you just get one too? That's cool. I've never gotten one. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I want one. And then sometimes I'm like, but it's going to be permanent. What am I going to do? I don't know. Susan says the weather is finally cooling down. That's good. It's cooling down a little bit here. Yeah, it's about 70 degrees. Only went up to 74 today. We stayed out of the 80s, which is nice. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Everything's jumping. These comments jump so much. Janice just found out today we need to replace our furnace. We just replaced our hot water heater last month and air conditioner last year. Home ownership is not fun. Yeah, I get it. I don't know. I'm just knocking on wood. Our furnace, we try to get it cleaned and, you know, maintenanced every year. So we got to get someone in here before winter and have them take a look at it again just to make sure. But yeah, that stuff, it's hard, right? It's hard. I'm sorry you're going through that. That's no fun. That's no fun. Suzanne says, hopefully my sister-in-law is not visiting us this year. Susan says, how are the kittens progressing, William? We got Phil as a kitten and he was a handful. They are becoming more low-key a little bit. They still have their wild streaks. We still take them in and play with them, but they're getting less wild. So when we have them in and we open the door to let them out, and they don't come rushing at you as much. They kind of come a little jaunting toward you, but it's not that trying to go crazy. Probably once they have their surgeries and they're recovered, then we will open up the whole house to them. But we kind of want to keep them used to being in a smaller area until we get their surgeries over with. They still have lots of room, but we don't want to open the whole house because we don't want to have running and getting them used to running through the house, because you know how kittens do. They will run all through the house, and sometimes they've gotten past us, and they take off flying through the house, and we don't want them to have that idea in their head when they're recovering. So once they have their surgery and recover, they will probably get more house roaming privileges. But so far they're doing really well. They're growing, they're gaining weight, they're eating really well. So yeah, all is good on the kitten front so far. Let's see here. Oh, Andrew says, you can be boring here anytime. You can come in and do laundry for us, dust. That would be great, right? Yeah, that boring stuff is necessary. And I wish we had someone else to do it. But we're not at that level in our lives. Hello, Teresa. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, Andrew finished the September ACEO, which I'm going to flip around and show you. That's one of the things he did this weekend. Suzanne says, getting a female samurai. Yes, I have full sleeves. Wow, that's cool. I think tattoos are so cool, but I just have a really hard time deciding. Like, maybe once I just got one and just did it, it would be different. But for me, it's like there's like this stop. Like, what are you going to get on you for the rest of your life? But I don't know. I don't know why I'm so weird about it. And says, I swear appliances talk and coordinate their demise, right? Seems like sometimes it feels like that. Susan says, I don't really want a tattoo, too much of a commitment for me. That's, I guess, what it is. It's such a weird thing to think about. What are you going to have on you and carry with you forever? And then what if you go to an artist? What if you don't like what they did? I just get so weirded out. I know once you find an artist, that's great. And I know a lot of people stick with the same artist over and over, but I just have, it's weird for me. Marion says, my mother's diaries were more like calendars with just a snippet of weather and what she did that day. Still was interesting to read them. Yeah, that's kind of what my grandmother did. She always had a calendar, and often she would write if it rained or what the temperature was. a little bit about if people visited or what she did. So I'm looking forward to going through those and looking at them, but I've had to wait a number of years. I started just after she passed. It was too hard, so I put them away, but I'll get to them. Lena says, too soon to unwrap. It'll take a month to heal, then I'll get the color. Nice. Let's see here. Janice says, appliances and things like air conditioners and furnaces do not last as long as they used to. Doesn't seem like it, right? Doesn't seem like it. Harry says, my daughter Anna has many tattoos. The planet symbols down her back, flowers, and other things like a Harry Potter symbol on one arm. That's nice. I do like the idea that they're kind of like ongoing, almost like ongoing vision boards maybe, or, you know, ongoing, you know, like, what do they call them? Posts, not posts, something posts, you know, like marking your time and marking your life at certain stages. I like that idea, but I don't know. Let's see here. Janice says, I'm too chicken to get a tattoo. I like looking at others though. Yeah, I think they're cool. Marion says, every once in a while my cats still tear around the apartment. Yeah, ours do too. The older boys, like Gilbert has been doing, knock on wood again, Gilbert has been doing very well lately. We've not had any more accidents or marking in the house that we can see or smell. We moved a litter box downstairs. We put in Fellaway scent things all through the house. And so far, he's been, knock on wood, really, really good and very happy again. So he has been back to his old self, and he has been running around with Barnaby some nights going crazy, which is nice to see actually, because he was very, very weirded out and anxious for a while. Susan says, Phil still goes on a wild at times. He goes on a rampage, and it's usually my bead stuff he goes after. That can be it, right? That can be it. Andrew says, I have also been burning through those Nova Nelson books. Yeah, Andrew has been using my credits for my Audible account. I've gifted him a few of those books because he's been going through them. They're short though, they're like 5 hours or something. So for Andrew, that doesn't even get through a whole night, a night of work. So, but I saw he has some credits now. So, but I'm sure he'll need more soon. But I don't use my credits very often because I mainly only listen to my books when I drive to my other job. I don't drive anywhere long enough generally to listen to anything otherwise. So, and it's hard for me to listen while I'm doing most of my kind of work, the spreadsheeting and invoicing, and because I can't listen to something else and do, it's like doing 2 things at once. It's not working. So he gets my credits. It's okay. Harry says, George gets the zoomies about once a day. That's cute. That's cute. Andrew says, YouTube broke for tattoos anyway, William. It's true. It's true. Can't afford that. Can't afford that. But it's not like something that's calling to me anyway. So that's probably good. Susan says, it's amazing how one cat can sound like a herd of horses stampeding. I'll tell you, right? Sometimes I think it's both of our boys running around, and then it just ends up being one. Susan says, tattoos are definitely an art form. People are talking about electrical stuff is easier to replace than repair anymore. I think that's the case. And I think also part of that probably is that people don't want to pay repair people, and repair people have a hard time getting jobs because nobody's hiring repair people because it is expensive, right? So we've you know, that's the case for a lot of things. I have an old computer, an old Mac laptop that I had for 10 plus years, and it finally died. And I still have it because I still think maybe I'm going to try and see if I can replace the hard drive or something and see if it can get it to work. Because although it can't be updated to the newest stuff anymore, it was a good little computer. It can go online, it can do things. Be a nice little computer, even if Andrew just wanted a little thing for at home. But we'll see. We'll see. Anne says, I've had repair people come out a couple times to see if things can be repaired. The answer is invariably no, or it's not worth it. So I'm giving up on that. It seems so wasteful. It does. We seem, in a lot of things we do anymore, I think we're more wasteful. And we've just become okay with throwing things out, I guess. But I wish there were better ways to recycle things and things that were made to last longer. But then you don't get that constant purchase from people every 5 years or 10 years or whatever it is for certain things. Teresa says, I would get a tattoo of the phoenix. Nice. Lena says, do it. Harry says, one of my cats knocked down my purple seat cushion and peed on it this morning. See, sometimes it happens, right? So far, so good with our boys. They've been much better. Gilbert was peeing places, and then Barnaby would sometimes go and pee on top of them. He would wait till I was around, and then he would pee right in front of me on top of something to be like, here it is, it's right here. I think he was trying to show me. Not that you couldn't smell it and find it anyway. So he lost some downstairs basement privileges because he was peeing down there, or I saw him do it once. So he got himself in trouble for doing that, for ratting on his brother, but also for just peeing in general. So yeah, you never know sometimes. We had, my mom got the kittens these really fuzzy beds, and I went in their room one time and I was like, it smells stronger in here than normal. And then I realized they had peed in all of the fuzzy beds. And I was like, oh. So we washed those really good. And then we haven't given them back their fuzzy beds yet because I'm a little afraid to give them back and what they might do. But come winter, they will probably get them because it'd be good to use them. Janice says, when our male dog gets in a mood and decides to mark, we put a belly band on him. I guess you can't do that with a cat. I don't know what a belly band is. I don't know. Marion says, all three of my cats are quietly sleeping during this video. That's nice, right? Janice says, Harry, I love when our dogs get the zoomies. Dogs do it too? Yeah, dogs definitely do it too. Nora says, my three cats are having their after dinner naps. That's cute. Lena says the company wants the money, not for a repair person to have the money, right? They don't want to hire repair people either because they have to pay the repair people when they could just be selling stuff and not dealing with that. So this is William. Oh no, don't you wish our critters talk? I know. They do, right? They try to talk to us. We just don't always know. Our cats are very vocal for the most part. Barnaby and Gilbert both will talk quite a bit. Barnaby especially. Barnaby's the biggest talker. And sometimes I kind of know what he wants because you get used to the things they say and the way they say them. But not always. Not always. Hello, Lorraine. Thank you for tuning in. So let's flip the camera around and let's get this show on the road. I probably should have gotten a felt mat, but I don't know where our felt mat is. So we're just gonna go with this, and hopefully it works out. So these are going to be ML lots. So if you want anything, you can purchase by taking down the lot number, showing it to us, or sharing it with us in an email. All those instructions are scrolling now on the bottom of your screen. I have my penny here. Harry says, I have regular conversations with Fred. He talks a lot. That's cute. Fred's gray, right? My brother had a gray cat, a big gray cat, who they named Fred. They had them for quite a while, And I think he was a litter prior to Paolo and Babette's, if I remember correctly. So he was like a big brother to Paolo and Babette, or half brother probably. And that's funny because it just hit me the other day when I saw a picture of Fred and he was gray. I'm like, oh, my brother had a cat named Fred too. Jenna says, the tech that came out to do the furnace inspection did give us an option to repair the furnace, but it was a temporary fix, so we bit the bullet. Yeah, that's hard, right? That's hard. Susan says, too many things in this culture are designed with the idea of planned obsolescence in mind. It is. It's true. It's very true. Okay, sorry, I had to take a drink. All right, everybody. Let me show you the September ACEO card. Are you all ready? Are you ready for this? Now, this card, once I get details from Andrew about how many there are, we'll put this up on the website. It's not there to purchase yet, but it will be. It should be by tonight. All right. And are you all ready? I don't know if you're ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? Look at it. Look at that. This is my favorite one so far. It has this beautiful purpley blue ombre kind of design here. And I love this flower with the eye. This is definitely what he's done. 2 other ones so far. This is my favorite one. I love this one. So these will be available in the online store. This is the September ACEO card, and they will be available for you to purchase soon. They all do come in one of these acid-free little cases. I'm going to get this one back in there. I took it out to show you, but they will go in there. They are limited number, and they are always numbered and signed on the back. So Andrew's going to number them and sign them. And it says the ACEO card is beautiful. I love them all. They go well together. Yeah, I think they're really cool. So this is going to be available in the online store most likely tonight. If Andrew gets all the finishing touches on all of them and gets them ready to go. Normally he's only been doing, I think, 10 or 12 of the last one he did. So there won't be many of these available. So if you do like them, you can grab them. And I think they're usually, I want to say they're usually around $22 or something like that. Somewhere in there. And this one will probably be the same. All right. So that's the ACEO card for September that we will have in the online store very soon. All right. So let's get started, y'all. Let's get started. These are mixed lots. So ML lots, mixed lots. And there could be just about anything in here. I went through and I grabbed some stuff and I put some stuff together. Sometimes they are color coordinated. Sometimes they're just a little bit, a little bit wild, but not too bad. So you're going to start out in this lot with this strand of jasper. And some of these stones, I'm not quite entirely sure what all they are. So I'm sorry if I don't have everything. Like these ones here, I know we had these before on something, but I can't remember what they are. But they're really cool. They're really cool, and I thought they would look nice with this. So you'll get those in this. I think this is all some jasper, and then you're getting these. So this is ML1, mixed lot 1, and you're getting these. Jasper with these and these. So this is an all gemstone lot. Some of them are mixed more, some of them aren't. Since this pretty looks like porcelain jasper, maybe. I just like how it has that kind of greenish blue coloring to them. So you get all of this for $25. All of this for $25. All right, that's ML1. If you'd like to claim that, send us an email to info@allegorygallery.com. Put ML1 in the subject line and hit send. There is only one of every single one of these lots. So it's first come, first serve. Only one available of every one of these lots. And I had these in separate bags so I don't get everything messed up. In case nobody buys them, I got to put them back. Hopefully you all like them. And let me know what you think of these lots. I did this without Andrew around, so hopefully you like these as much as you like the ones he usually picks out for us. Okay, in ML2, you're going to get these Kazuri beads. ML2. I guess I should put that up because I didn't. There it is. ML2. Harry said that's a lot of stone for the price. I hope so. I wanted to give you good deals on these, so I hope you like what you get in these lots, because I tried some are stuffed fuller than others just because of what it is. We have to make some money, but we wanted to give you a good deal on these too. So you get those. You also get this vintage Czech glass. You get this vintage Czech glass, and you get this strand of the dyed shell. So you get all these things for $25. ML2. ML2. $25. Cindy's back. She had dinner. Thank you for joining us again. You got here just in time. Just in time. All right. I love this lot. I love this blue. I tried to get a little bit of blue and everything. Get a little bit of black to match the black and the Kazuri beads. All right. So that was ML2. First come, first serve. There are only one of every one of these lots. I was not able to make multiples of these, so I hope you like them, and I hope you grab them quick. All right, ML3. ML3. You're going to get this strand of dyed shell. This is a yellow. So you're going to get that. Then I added some of these. This is kind of a mix. These are ceramic. These are like a composite stone. That's another composite stone. So you're going to get those. Like I said, I didn't have my mat here. Hopefully these don't roll around too much. So I'm showing you what you get. Then you're going to get these Kazuri beads. This one I like, it has that crackle effect on it. You get those. And then you get this giant hunk of beautiful glass. This is vintage glass. So you get all of that for $23.50. $23.50. First come, first serve. Hello, Amanda. Thanks for joining in. Glad to see you here. We're doing mixed lots under $25. So $25 and under. I have 25 different mixed lots for you all today. All right. So this is ML3. ML3. So I have these all in separate little baggies because I don't like, especially when there's glass and ceramic together, I like to have a little bit of buffer with the bag so they don't clang into each other. So I do have a lot of bags in each one of these lots, so it just takes me a little while to get them out and put them back. Okay, ML4 coming in at $21.50. I'm going to take a drink. One moment. Again, please let me know how you like these as we're going through. It's always nice to have comments to see if people like the stuff we do. Can't always judge by how much is sold, because sometimes people don't have a lot of money at the moment. So it's always nice to hear the comments or read the comments to know if you like these kind of mixed lots. Maybe you like these better than the individual lots we do, like when we do ceramic or when we do just gemstone. This is more kind of what Andrew used to do in the D-Stash, is combine groups of things together. So I hope you like these, and if you do, please let me know. So you get this vintage Czech glass here. Suzanne says the lots are good. Good, I'm glad. And I hope you think you're getting good stuff for the money, because I tried hard. I tried hard to keep the costs good for you all and give you a good bit of stuff. So you get this dyed shell. It's kind of like a peachy and beigey kind of coloring, which is where this kind of color came from. You get a larger strand of the vintage Czech like this. Norma says, so far I like the lots. Good. And then you're going to get these. So these are an agate, possibly carnelian. They're not as deep in color as sometimes you see carnelian. So I'm just going to call them an agate for now. But these have, the holes are drilled all the way through. So you can dangle something with the wire through there if you want, or kind of levitate something in there. So that is $21.50 for all of that. Suzanne's is talking about carnelian. What do you all think of the Pantone colors? Yeah, the new Pantone, the spring Pantone report came out. I absolutely love the colors they picked. I love them, love them, love them. I haven't had a chance to look through it really, really in depth, so I don't remember all the names of the colors, but I took a quick review of it all when Andrew posted about it on our timeline, and I love it. I think they're beautiful colors. Okay, ML5, this is going to be $19.50. And you're going to get this dyed shell. And if you didn't see the Pantone color report, we did share it on our timeline for Allegory Gallery. So you can take a look. If you go to Allegory Gallery on Facebook, you can check that out. Norma says, I like carnelian, but I didn't like orangeade or rooibos, which I realize doesn't make sense. I love the orangeade and rooibos. I think those are great colors. Amanda says, the new Pantone colors for spring looking like oranges and coral. They look so nice. Did I already say that? I read that. I don't know if I said it. And then you get these little, so this is a Kazuri bead. And then you get these are other little, I think these are ceramic, if I'm not mistaken. Ceramic beads in here. And then these are some kind of large hole ceramic. So you get that for $19.50. $19.50. I think that's a good spread for that money. Oops. All right. Next. Oh, this one's a little bit wild. I hope you like it. It's kind of a mix of things. Susan says, I like them, although I'm just so with the orange color. Most orange colors. I really like the Capri. Amanda says, I never liked orange with the exception of loving carnelian. Susan says coral is lovely. I love orange. I've always loved orange. I don't know. I like big, bright, bold colors usually. All right, so an ML6, this is $18 for this lot. Only one of these available. You get this vintage Czech glass. You get this big strand of crystal. You get the crystal. You get this vintage Czech strand. And I threw in these because they had some of that beautiful yellow in there and some greenish that this kind of has in there. And then you can match anything with it. These are vintage Chinese ceramic beads. Let me show you one more in depth here. All right. I'll show you another one just to show you. All right. So this is ML6. ML6. Marion says I'll have to take a closer look at the colors. A quick look made me think shades, tones of red. There are some of that, but there's more too. There's more to it than just that. Amanda says, I've been told I look good in oranges and coral, so I'll have to take a closer look. Yeah, definitely. Check it out. Get ready for making stuff in the spring with those colors, because that's what you're going to see. If you want to be on trend, you'll want to start incorporating those colors into your designs, especially if you sell things. ML7. This is going to be $22. This is a fun one, I think. This is some crystal. It is has a slight green tint. It's hard to tell when it's by itself here, but it has a slight, ever so slight, light minty green tint to it. It's not completely white. When you ball it up together, you can see it a little better maybe. It's hard on camera. You can see it in person. So I included these, which I love. I used these in one of my triple wrap bracelets that I made recently. So you get that. And you get these, vintage Czech. And then I threw in these Chinese ceramic beads that I found. I threw in a few of these because they have that beautiful minty green in there too. But you can also pull in other colors then by using these. So there's blues and pinks and black in there. So it gives you an opportunity to mix and match. It's not just all green, right? So this is $22 for this ML7. ML7. Susan says my autocorrect changes words arbitrarily. Supposedly, if you have an iPhone, iOS 17 is going to be coming out very soon. Tomorrow's the day that they are releasing. Well, I don't know if they're releasing them, but they will be releasing news about what the iPhone 15 will be like. And normally, a few days after that release, that talk or that presentation, the new iOS is released. So iOS 17 supposedly has a much better predictive text and autocorrect. So we'll see. But I've been listening to some tech YouTubers, and they say that it is definitely much better. Like they weren't expecting it to be that good, but they say that for whatever reason, it's much better and much more accurate now. So time will tell. I've not tried it yet. I've not downloaded the beta because I don't want to. Sometimes I download the beta on on my tablets, but I don't usually ever download the beta on my phone, because if it's not good, it can, you can end up really ruining your phone or having to reinstall everything, and I need my phone. But Susan says, well, that's good about iOS 17. Yeah, so if you have iOS, if you have an Apple phone and it's new enough to get the newest iOS, it should be coming out very soon. And supposedly, tech YouTubers are saying that the keyboard and predictive text is much better. It deals more with, let me show you this. This is a dyed blue crazy lace agate. You get this strand. This is ML8. So supposedly, right now, and you probably noticed this, the predictive text and the autocorrect doesn't always go with the context, the context of what you're saying. It more just kind of goes by where the closest you swiped your finger or tapped your finger to type. Whereas I guess in iOS 17, they're using a little bit of AI on the phone. It's supposed to be on the phone. It doesn't transmit to the cloud, so they don't track your typing and stuff. But it uses some AI to make sense of what you're saying and the words you're using in context with what you're saying. So that's why it's supposed to be a lot better, I guess. You're going to get these. These are little puppy dog vintage Chinese ceramics. So you get these with that. Again, I have no mat here, so hopefully these don't go rolling. And then Susan says, sometimes predictive text and autocorrect are just silly. I know. So hopefully being able to use it in the context that you're actually saying stuff will help, I hope. Genesis, can't wait for the new iOS 17. Me either. There's a lot of great new features in iOS 17, also with the new Mac OS that's coming out, and the iPad OS, and TV OS. There's a lot of good stuff coming out in these. My desktop computer, though, is now officially, unless they've changed anything in the last few days, officially too old to get the update. So my desktop will not be getting the update. Apple tries to update their computers for a long time, but sometimes, at some point, I guess they have to let it go, right? So you get this too. So you're getting all of this, ML8, $25. I think that's a good little spread. Get some vintage Czech glass. You get some vintage Chinese ceramic. You get some good crystal and some crazy lace agate. Too many bags sometimes. Too many bags. Yeah, and I haven't. Usually, I play with the new iOS on my tablet, because I don't use my tablet as much for things, so I can play with the betas. But I haven't even done that. I haven't had any time to actually play around with it. So I'm kind of, usually I know all the new features that I want to use and what's going to happen, but I don't know. I'm like a little bit behind. I feel behind right now. Okay, this is a big one. So this is ML9, $24. You're going to get this strand of dyed shell. It's a pinky and beige one, or peachy and beige. Then you're going to get this strand of dyed shell. And this, look, that was originally $15 just on its own. So you're going to get that. Then you're going to get this strand of dyed shell. Then you're going to get this strand of dyed shell. Those. And then you're going to get these cute little beads. This little like little pearl beads, made pearl beads. So you get that all for $24. All for $24. ML9, only one of each. One of each lot available. So first come, first serve on these. Trying to give you some good deals, combining stuff together. So you have a little bit of, they're almost like kits, but there's only one. There's only one. You only get one. Man, it says looks like Pantone colors in ML9. See that? You just never know. You never know what's going to come out. This is a nice big one too. This is a full $25. You're going to get this glass. We're going to do this glass. This glass. I'm going to get this crystal. I'm going to get this glass. And then you're also, this in a separate bag, going to get this pendant. Marianne says ML10 is nice. Thank you. So there you go. That's ML10, $25 for that lot. So Celia says, today each lot has been a beady art show. Thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Tried to make things fun a little bit and give you, sometimes you don't just want to buy just gemstones, or sometimes you just want to, something different. This is ML11 coming up. It's $23.50. $23.50. Oops. Get that, it's tangled up here a little bit. There we go. And welcome, Celia, by the way. Thank you for joining us. So you get this strand of pre-night chips, for those of you out there who like chips. So you get that strand. Then you're going to get this strand of vintage Czech glass. These are faceted rounds. And then you're going to get a little pack of these dagger beads. And I'm going to leave those in the bag, I think, because I'm going to make a mess if I put them down on the table. Suzanne says, love the inclusions in the chips. I know, right? They look so good. So that's the bag of dagger beads. And then Marion says, too bad I spent everything extra on craft supplies today. See? Well, I hope you'll make good things though. And then you get all of these Chinese vintage ceramic, mostly vintage Chinese ceramic. I love these ones. So you're getting all of that for $23.50 only. $23.50. I think that's a good deal. Suzanne says, Celia, you were so right. Good. I'm glad you all like this. We don't do this as much that often because it's a little harder to do. It's easier to grab some Czech glass and show it, but it's harder to make these lots, grab Czech glass or to grab, just regular things. It's easier to grab things in a series, I guess, is what I'm saying, rather than mix and match. But sometimes these are just fun, right? You gotta have a little bit of fun. Suzanne says, William, you have awakened my admiration for several gemstones. Thanks. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you like stuff. I'm glad we can help with that. This just makes me look at that. Like, look at this. That goes so nice together. This is Andrew's ACEO card. If you're just tuning in, by the way, this is September's ACEO card, and we will be publishing this on the website soon for you all to purchase. All right. So this ML12 is only $18.50. This is a good price lot. So you get this. I was going to try and make the lots all $25, but I figured maybe somebody wants some variation if you can't quite afford 25. So I made some that are a little bit less. So you get that. Amanda says, I'm really impressed with the lots you've put together. Thank you. I'm glad you like them. Hopefully people are enjoying these and purchasing some. And like I said, if you do like lots like this, let us know if you like this kind of thing, and we'll do more of them. So you get these vintage Czech with that. They have a little bit of purple, a little bit of blue in there, the periwinkle maybe color. And then you're going to get this. These are Czech glass rounds or drooks, vintage Czech. They have that purple color, but also a tinge of blue. So that's why I started bringing in some of the blue with this one. And then you get these large ruler beads or pony beads, whatever you want to call them. But they're Czech glass ones. So you get all of that for $18.50. $18.50. Mary says, I love some of these lots. Good. ML12, $18.50. This is one of my favorites. This one, and did I do the yellow one already? There's a yellow one. I don't know if I did the yellow one yet. I don't think so. Maybe I did. I can't remember. But I like the yellow one too. Ah, a yellow one. ML13, $23. $23. It starts with this. This is a manufactured sea glass rounds. So you get these. You also get a strand of these crystals. So you get that, the crystal faceted rondelles. Then another strand of crystals in this black and white. Not black and white, black and gold. Black and gold. So you get that. Then I threw in, this I just thought was fun. It has some of the yellow in it and some of the, like the sea glass, but it adds some other, the greens and purples in case you're buying any of the other mixes here, the mixed lots that you want to combine with that. We have some nice green and purple ones. This is in here. You get that. You get this strand of vintage Czech glass. And then these, I don't know if these are wood. I feel like they're super light. They're super light. I can't quite tell the material, but I think they're a type of wood. I could be wrong though, but they're fun. They look like little beehives or something, which is good for the yellow color, right? So there you go. So that is, all of that is ML13, $23. $23. Amanda says, you were busy. How long did it take you to put these together? This is why we don't do a lot of these. It does take a good bit of time to go scouting and find all of this stuff to mix and match it and put it together. So yeah, it takes a while. And it took a while to do this. But if you like this kind of thing, we can work on doing more of them. This is what the D-Stash, Andrew Thornton D-Stash, that's what he used to do all the time in that group, was make lots like this, miscellaneous, put together lots. That's why we started doing the lots of like Czech glass, and we do one strand at a time. People are like, that's not a regular lot, because usually our lots used to have a lot of mixed stuff. All right. So I know some of you like these. We have another. These are the Japanese, the antique Japanese paper beads. So you get a strand of that. You're going to get this dyed shell. I love the dyed shell. I don't know if you all like it as much as I do or not, but I think it's so pretty and it's so light, and it's great for earrings. It's great for adding a little, bit of bling here and there. You get these dyed shell as well, and you can see the string goes through the center, so you can hover something in there or use it to decorate or suspend something in there. So you get that, and then you're going to get this strand of vintage Czech glass with it. So there you go, all for $20.50. That's a good deal. $20.50. And then switching over to the TV, the phone needs charging. Oh, I should check my phone actually. Hold on. Oh yeah, I gotta plug in my phone. Good thing you mentioned that, Marianne. I always forget to plug in my phone. I've been using my phone quite a bit today. There we go, charging now. All right, where am I? Ooh, I like this lot a lot too. I like this lot a lot. All right, so for this lot, you get ML15, that's $19.50. You're gonna get this dyed shell strand, and this is kind of a red and black. There's some like kind of fuchsia on there, but it's mostly kind of red and black. Can you see that? So you get this strand of that. You get this beautiful strand of this deep kind of red crystal color. These are faceted rondelles. So you get that. You're going to get this strand of Czech glass with that kind of Picasso finish on the edges, on the top and bottom, or left and right, however you do that. And then I threw in, which may seem weird, but I threw in some of this raku, and because it has some of that red in there, I really like that there's some tinges of red, but it also allows you to pull in these other colors. So I wanted to bring that in for that. So this is ML15, $19.50 only. I think that's nice. I like this one a lot. All the bag noises. All the bag noises, right? Lots of bag noises. Ooh, this is a heavy one. This is a heavy one coming up. ML16. ML16 is going to start with this beautiful light blue crystal and these faceted rondelles. Then you're going to get this awesome Czech glass that has that kind of light blue reflection in it, but incorporates other colors with that finish. So you get that. And then I loved, again, here's some of these ceramic beads. And you're going to get that lovely bead with multiple colors in there. Some of these other little ceramic beads we threw in there. There's that. And then, Amanda says, I like bag noises. To me, it means beads. Right? And then you're going to get this whole thing, this whole handful of, this is a dyed stone. I'm not sure what kind of stone it is. It is dyed, but it's so pretty. And you get some of the purples. There's some purple in there. I kind of went with this kind of to build around that. So you get these light blues and the whites and the purples. So this is ML16 and it is $25. That's a lot. I can barely hold these. Let me switch them over. There you go. So lots and lots of beads in that one. Nice little heavy bag of goodness there. Try and get these back in the bag without dumping them all on the floor. Oh, the other thing I did this weekend is I went back up to the wood-fired kiln to see it blazing at full temperature. And they were still working on it getting up to full temperature when I was there. It was about 7 to 9 or so p.m., maybe 10 p.m. On Saturday night. But it was amazing. It was so cool to see. If you didn't see my pictures, I took pictures as they were loading it. You can see the bright red cherry of the kiln as soon as they open that door to throw more wood in. And the flames that are coming out the chimney at the top every time they would stoke it. It was just so cool. So if you missed that on my William Tries Things page, you can see a lot of that and what they were doing. But I'm kind of in love with that process. It is a lengthy process. It takes a full 48 hours to fire. And it took them about 7 or so hours to load up the kiln. And then it has to cool over a week. So it's going to be cooling until next Saturday morning. So on Saturday morning coming up, they'll be unloading it. I'm going to see if I can go up to see them unloading it too, but we'll see. All right, ML17, 2250. You get this. This is so pretty. I know some of you don't like pink out there, but I love this color. I think it's like that pink verging on like a light purple even. I think it's so pretty. So you get that. I threw in these. These are Czech glass drukes, and they kind of have a purpley color to them. You're seeing a reflection, but they're a little bit purple. And then I threw in this English cut Czech glass. That strand in itself is a little bit expensive. English cut Czech glass that has that pink and almost purpley color. And then to pull it all together, I brought in this strand of composite stone. This composite stone that has kind of the reddish pink and the purple. It even has like there's some yellow or beige in there too, but mostly it's the pink and purple. And that kind of ties all of that together. $22.50 only, ML17. Oh, what else? What else we have? Nope. My things are starting to get out of order. All my bags twisting and turning. There we are. Ooh, 18. I like this one too. That was 17, right? Yeah. So ML18. ML18 is this vintage plastic of some sort. I'm not sure if it's lucite. I don't want to say it wrong. So it's some sort of vintage plastic. So you're going to get that. You're going to get this. This is a good bag for this price too, with that laser etch stuff. Then I threw in a strand of this smaller crystal in this beautiful silvery color. And then you're going to get this one. Like that. And then you're going to get this. And then, it doesn't end there. You get these 3 Kazuri beads. So you get all that for $24. ML18, $24. I like this one a lot. It's a little more random, I think. It mostly went with grays and kind of grays and whites, but there's some colors in there, and you know, have to be a little random sometimes. Oh, this is a good one too. All right, dump this out. Lots of bags in this one because I had to keep things separate. So ML19, again, you're going to start out with this smaller crystal. This is a slightly green tint to this crystal. It's hard to see on camera, but it's slightly green. So you're going to get that. And then you probably know from that, we're heading into a green kit here. So you're going to get, pull these out. You're going to get these Kazuri beads. So we're going to get those. Then we have these. I think these are ceramic. I'm pretty sure these are ceramic. You can get those. And there are 4 of those that you get in this kit in this lot. They are kind of like kits though, right? And then you're going to get these various sizes, 2 different sizes of the vintage Chinese ceramic. So you're going to get those. And I hesitate to put these all down, but let's see what happens. Let's see what all happens. There we go. They don't go rolling off there too far. Of course, I put them out of camera range. There we go. So you're going to get those. And then, just for fun, I threw in, these are conglomerate stones. And I just thought they were a nice little addition to that. So that's that lot, ML19, $22. ML19, $22. I think those are so pretty. So the ceramic back together. Okay, so that was ML19, and no, there's 20. That was ML20. ML20. Only 5 more to go. So ML20 starts out with this vintage Czech glass strand. And then you get this shell, dyed shell. And then there's enough room in here I could throw in a lampwork glass bead. I love these ones. These are hollow. It's a hollow bead, lampwork glass. That's most of the money in that kit. That's why there's not as much in this one, but it's a nice one. And they all kind of blend together with those beautiful warm colors. ML20, $25. All right, coming to ML21. This is a pretty one. ML21. You're going to get this large strand of this Czech glass. You're going to get this strand of blue crystal. And you're going to get these stone beads. And I want to say this is blue chalcedony. I'm not 100% sure because Andrew wasn't here to ask. But these are beautiful stones. I love them. And so you get 4 of those in there as well. And that's $25. ML21, $25. I just love these. I think they're so nice. So who's still here with me? Our numbers are down to 17. I hope you're enjoying this, those who are hanging out with me. This is a big one coming up. ML22. So you're going to get this greenish hint of green crystal again. Lorraine is still here. Thank you for hanging out with me. This is trying, but you're probably selling out. We'll see. I don't know. Sometimes people don't grab. You never know. You get these conglomerate stones in this one. I threw in some of those. Teresa is here. Nice. Thank you. You're going to get some of this ceramic. So you get all of those. And then this stone, I don't remember what it is, but I love it so much. It has some of that green and brown in it. I just think it's such a beautiful, done in this kind of matte. Oh, I don't know what it is. I wish I knew what that stone was. But there you go. $23 only. Norma is still here with me. Thank you. It might be Amazonite, Lorraine. But yeah, I don't know for sure. Because it almost has, like, it almost has some purple sometimes, I feel like, going through it. It's just such a pretty stone. Oh, yes, that is saying Keith O'Connor. That is Keith O'Connor ceramic. Andrew will know. Well, he couldn't come with me today, so whatever goes out into the world goes out into the world, right? That's the way it works. That's the way it works. You send me to do the lots, that's what you get, right? I take what I need. Take what I need. And let's see here. Maybe put this all away. All those in their own separate bags in case I got to put them back. If nobody claims them, it's easier to put things back when they're all separated out. You got to prepare for that. You never know. You never know if people are going to like what you do. All right. ML23 starts with these. And I want to say these are ceramic. I'm not 100% sure. They feel like ceramic though. There you go. You start with that strand. There, Andrew's back. Ceramic from Peru. His meeting must be over. Ceramic from Peru. He's able to fill in the gaps here. And then I put these little pinch beads. These are kind of a yellow pinch bead. I wanted to play off the colors in these beads. So you got some yellow there. You're getting some of the green Czech glass shells. Lorraine says, thank you, William. I got my King, Queen, Kitty mug. Good. Did it come okay? I hope it came okay. Glad you got it. Glad Barb got them. Barb has found a way to pack stuff up a little bit better. We're still working on my ceramics. So if you bought my ceramics, they have not shipped out yet because we're still working on packaging, waiting for some packaging to come in for those. Lena says, not every beat is my jam, but I like you. I missed hearing your voice. Yeah, it's good to see you on the live here. I know you don't get to tune in all the time. DominiMoving.com asks, what's the furthest place y'all have traveled to shop for beads? We often go to Tucson out in Arizona. That's far from us. Andrew used to go up to Port Townsend and do shows up there too. We have not gotten out of the country really to shop. That's on our to-do list, our would love to-do list, but I don't know. I don't know when that's going to happen. What are those tiny white ones? These ones? These are a little bit yellow, and they're pinch beads, they call them. They're Czech glass pinch beads. So they're three-sided. If you can see, it's hard to see. But they're three-sided beads. They're really cool. These ones, if you're talking about these are the Peruvian ceramic. All right. Ooh, that's a heavy one here. This is kind of a mix mash of stuff, but I think it's still fun. This is ML24. It's going to be $24. We're going to start you out with this deep red crystal. So you get the crystal. Then you're going to get these beautiful stones. And I don't know what kind of stone, some type of jasper probably. So you get those. Then I threw in this one for fun. Andrew says they are jasper. Threw in this one for fun because it has some nice red in there, but other colors you might want to mix and bring into that. So you can get that. And then you get this large strand, big strand of these stringer beads. And that's where they, they kind of melt the glass onto that. They kind of string it around on there. I don't know if you can see that, but these are kind of a deep red, a brown red color. And this is just one gigantic strand of these. So you get all of that for $24. All of that for $24. That's ML24. I think these are so cool, these stringer beads. They look almost tribal. When you really, it's hard. They're hard to see on camera. They're really hard to see on camera because especially with all my reflections here. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I got a lot of reflection with because we have a lot of lights to go here to keep this lit up. But they're really cool. They're really beautiful beads. I hope you like them. Andrew says, that's a great deal. I think so. I tried to give you all good deals on these. I know prices have gone up lately. It's hard to find good deals anymore. But we try our best, especially with our vintage collection, the things that, we've either bought a long time ago or have had around for a while. And we can offer those at a little bit better pricing sometimes than the modern stuff. All right, and the last lot for tonight, ML25. This is a fun one, I think. This is definitely a good deal. This is definitely a good deal in this because there's some old stuff in this. This is vintage. I think these are antique, actually antique Czech. And these are faceted, but they have that AB finish on them. So that's really, really pretty, I think. Then you're going to get this strand of the flashy, flashy silver crystal. A really nice bright silver crystal. And this I think is an antique one too. These antique faceted cube Czech glass beads. So you get those. And you get this whole strand of vintage Czech. This is a big strand. This is where you're getting a good deal on this because I think this strand normally is about $16 just by itself. So you're getting a really good deal on this last. I want to make this last one a goodie. And then you're going to get this strand. You got some of that AB finish on there and that kind of matte rondelle. And then I threw in this vintage acrylic or vintage plastic on that. So all of that, $25 only, ML25. ML25. Well, this is, I need it. Isn't it cool? Remember, everybody, there's only one of each lot. So if you send us an email and somebody got to it before you, I'm sorry, but I can't make more than one of these. There just isn't the ability to do that. That's the one thing with these mixed lots. Oftentimes there's only one of each. Instead of sometimes when we just do the strands or things like that, there are multiples. Now, if you're just tuning in and you missed this, this is Andrew's ACEO card. Let me take it out of the plastic here again for y'all. This is Andrew's ACEO card for September. So this is going to be going on sale tonight. Andrew's going to let me know how many of these he has. We'll take some pictures and get them up in the online store. So hopefully that'll be online and ready to purchase later tonight. He will also sign them and enumerate them so that they have 1 out of or 2 out of however many there are, so you know which you're getting out of that series. All right, and let me get this back in its case without messing up the painting. All right, so there's that. Told you we have lots of lights here. It's hard to find a place where there's no light reflection. All right, everybody. There we have it. That's today's show. Let me flip the camera around and I'll say a quick goodbye. Sometimes my goodbyes aren't that quick, so we'll see. We'll see if this is a quick one or not today. Andrew says there are 14, but only 13 will be for sale. Andrew's been trying to keep one of each for himself so that he has his own collection, right? So, okay, so there's going to be 13 of these. So we'll get them up and online here very soon. Probably right after this ends, I'm going to take some pictures since I know now. And 13 of them are going to go into the online store. So if you don't know what this is, these are 8 artist trading card sizes, but we're not trading, you're purchasing. So they're called ACEO. Andrew's asking, what should he call this one? Because we give a name to each one. So anybody have any good ideas? Help Andrew name this ACEO edition. So yeah, these are 8 artist trading card sizes. Andrew's doing one of these every month. He's been doing so far for the last 3 months. I'm blanking on what the first one was. The previous one was a phoenix. And why am I forgetting what the first one was? Andrew says, I keep calling things Strange Harvest. That was the series. That was a good one. Oh, the hand. Yes, he did a hand. So there was a hand, and there was the phoenix, and then there's this little flower with the eye. This is my favorite one so far, I think, because I like these colors the most. Plus, I like plant life. So there you go. If you have a name you'd like to suggest, put it in the comments. And who knows, maybe Andrew will pick it to call this edition something, right? I think that's it, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a busy weekend. Last week was so busy, I don't know what happened. And it just kind of rolled into this weekend. We'll see how this week goes. But I hope all of you have a great week. I will not be here for the live tomorrow. I will be at my other job. And Wednesday, I will be doing my pottery class. So Andrew will be doing Tuesday and Wednesday's lives with you. I don't know what he has in store. I know he's working on some really cute things, some cute paintings and some things. So I don't know if those will be ready or not. Marianne says flower vision is her suggestion. So there you go. Yeah, so I will see you back here probably Thursday at the earliest. And so until then, I hope you have a great week. Hang out with Andrew and spend some time with him when he's on tomorrow and Wednesday. I may pop in tomorrow. Depends when I get home and if I'm able to jump on the live or not. Depends what he's doing too. But for now, thank you for watching. I hope you liked what I put together for you all today. I'm going to go check my email and see if anybody claimed anything. Andrew says, does anyone want to be invited? Invited where? What are you talking about, Andrew? Invited where? Now we're going to wait and see what Andrew says. Lena says, Marissa. Oh, he says, maybe I'll go live with someone. Ah, that would be different. Anybody want to go live with Andrew? Put it in the comments if you do. And maybe he'll invite you to the live and you can go live with him and make things together or do things or show something. That's fun. We haven't done that yet. So that could be really fun if anybody wants to do it. So if you do, put it in the comments. Andrew says, we've been talking about it. Yeah, we've been talking about it, but we just, sometimes we talk about a lot of stuff and we don't do it. So I think it would be fun to go live with somebody. We used to do it more back in the day. Yeah, sometimes, especially for our book club and the design challenge kits releasing, and the releases for those, Andrew would often go live with our friends Laurel and Allison. They would hang out and they would make kits together, doing the unboxing of the design challenge kits when we had the big design challenge kits, which would be so expensive right now to do. But yeah, maybe we'll do some live stuff. So if you'd like to, Lena says, miss Laurel and Allison. We do too. We barely see them. I'm losing my voice. Allison has been so busy at her restaurant, and Laurel has her kids and a lot going on, a new job and all that. So we don't get to see them very often, but I get to hear sometimes about what they're doing because my pottery teacher, Amy, hangs out with them. They go on girl adventures sometimes, girl days out and all that. So road trips. And so I get to hear about them at least sometimes. But yeah, if you want to go live with Andrew and do something with him, feel free, leave it in the comments. Make it easy to see that Andrew. That would be good. That's a good comment. So it's easy to know what you're talking about. And maybe Andrew will invite you to a live and you can hang out and do the live with him and maybe show something you're working on or work on something together. I don't know. It'd be fun. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed these lots. I'm going to go see if anybody bought anything, and that'll really tell me if you enjoyed these or not. Although I know some people can't afford everything right now, but hopefully we sold a number of these, and I'll be invoicing as long as Square is working either later tonight or tomorrow for these. All right. And then we will be putting things in the D stash again soon, new stuff in the D stash. So we're going to start working on all of that too. All right. Thank you all so very much. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. And we will see you back here tomorrow. Bye, everybody.